Hello, friends. Welcome to class number 6 of Islamic Weight Loss Diet Plan. We're almost towards the end of our diet plan session. So get your pencils and pens ready and write down today. In today's class, we are going to talk about liver cleanse foods. So our second category, last class we talked about fat burning foods. Today I'm going to give you a list of liver cleanse foods that you want to write down on a paper. Stick that right beside the fat burning food list we did in last class. And the second thing we're going to talk about in today's video is stress and stress management. And thirdly, at the end, I'm going to talk about a special henna hair dye that's going to give you a beautiful dark brown hair color using pure natural henna that you can get from any over-the-counter store. Doesn't have to be a special henna, but it's going to give you a beautiful brown with a hint of maroon shade in your hair with just the home ingredients that you have at your place. Let's get started. So make sure you're writing these. Our second category of foods from our Islamic weight loss diet plan is liver cleanse foods. That's grapefruit, garlic, beets, apples, green apples, the Granny Smith ones, carrots, green tea, broccoli, lemon, walnuts, spinach, turmeric, cabbage, cauliflower, avocados, and whole grains. You can use any apples. Granny Smith are good for liver cleansing, but if you find the red apples, that's fine. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. You heard it, and it actually works. So get the apples in your house as well. So write these down or print off this list, and these are the items you need. Some of these foods are really good as superfoods. Some of them are really good for fat burning. But these foods that I mentioned to you are really good for liver cleansing. So remember from last class, happy liver, healthy liver is going to end up contributing towards faster metabolism, healthy body, and you're going to lose weight. So fat burning foods was our first category. This is this liver cleanse category. And next class, we're going to talk about our third category. But this is it for now. Let's move on to stress. Talking about stress, I am going to quote some verses from Quran where Allah teaches us how to cope with different types of stresses. And one of the major stress is about people, how people talk to us and what do we do. Are you stressed that people lie about you, spread rumors and allegations about you? Well, listen to this. The worst people in the sight of Allah will be double-faced people who appear to some people with one face and the other people with another face. Allah says, "We know indeed what they say certainly grieves you, but surely they do not call you a liar, but the unjust deny the communications of Allah." 7. Allah says, "We do indeed know how your heart is distressed at what they say." Are you ready to enjoy the treats and gifts given to you by Allah? Because Allah says, "Seek help through patience and prayer. Indeed, Allah is with the patient." Allah does not burden a soul beyond it can bear. What makes you think your burden is more than what you can bear? Why worry about the stresses that are not in your control? Because Allah says in chapter 64, verse 11, that no misfortune ever befalls except by permission of Allah. And whoever has faith in Allah. Stress. There's 4 different types of stress: health, wealth, peer pressure, and natural events. Health and wealth are interconnected, and we're going to see how. So first, look at health. The health of brain and body, they both contribute towards our general overall health, and that is controlled and dependent on the type of food you eat. So following this IWL diet plan does play a crucial role in your health, increasing your brain and body health and fitness. And that in turn is going to reduce your type of stress. Well, now with a healthy brain and body is when you have a healthy brain and body, that's only when you can actually earn something um, in terms of money and financial gains. So, what if you are poor? Or what if you are not happy with the amount of money you have? In that case, you need to evaluate. So, provided you have a healthy brain and body and you're maintaining that with good, healthy foods, you are going to look at, and you're not very happy with your wealth, you're going to evaluate needs versus wants. What do you need to live? What do you need to survive? Because if you cannot survive and live, there is no way you're going to fulfill your wants because this comes later. So when you fulfill your needs, you're going to work with a healthy brain and body. You're going to fulfill your needs and try for wants. Okay, so this is interconnected. You cannot dream about earning any money if you don't have your health with you. Okay, so health is really crucial. The next third type of stress is peer pressure. So this one we addressed. When you have your needs fulfilled, then you're going to work towards your wants, and then you're going to start thinking of ways, and you're going to start trying to earn more money to fulfill your wants. And when you fulfill your wants, your wealth is going to go up, and your stress is going to decrease as well. And just remember, there is no limit to want. So you have to be mindful of that. You don't want to make your wants as your need. Okay, a lot of people are stressed and stuck in life on this factor right here because they think their wants is their need. Okay, if you make your wants your needs, you're gonna have no upper limit and you're always gonna be unhappy. Okay, so you need to define very clearly your needs versus wants. And once you start working with a healthy brain and body towards fulfilling your wants, this stress level is going to go down, but you must know what is the difference between needs and wants. Going further towards peer pressure is a lot of people are stressed about peer pressure. We're going to come to this part at the end, okay? Because this, you need a little help because we all fall for peer pressure. The fourth type of stress we have is natural events. That is independent of what we do. So somebody died in the family, some accident happened, some earthquake happened, something happened and destroyed everything that you tried for. That is independent. That is from Allah. That is from God. You have no control over this factor. So in order to know how much of your stress is actually caused by this, is you're going to evaluate yourself. You're going to evaluate your sorrow and your sadness. That how lucky are you to not have a natural event that's causing sadness in your life, and how sad these natural events are going to do it. And usually the natural events that are created and given to you by Allah, they're not going to stay for life. Even if some accident happens, Allah gives us the power to come over, to get over these natural events that are causing partial stress. So this should not dictate your whole life. This should not uh, decide whether you're going to be sad for life or sad for just 1 month or 1 week or something like that. Okay? So this is the fourth factor that you have no control over. It happens to test you from Allah because when Allah loves us, He gives us all these tests that are not in our control. We are put in a situation that no matter how much we try, we cannot get out of it. So this one, you don't need to spend too much time on it. Make dua, get help from Allah Ta'ala, and you're going to try and get out of this sorrow that was not in your control. Now, let's get to our last point, peer pressure. And what do we do about it? So, peer pressure, so what? The answer to peer pressure is so what? So what if somebody's not going to talk to me? So what if I don't wear a certain brand to please others? Does it matter that others are happy and I'm not happy? So do you want that? So what if nobody's going to talk to you? Because do you want to talk to everybody? So what if anybody is going to lie about you, going to say stupid stuff about you? So what? Are they going to tell you? Are they going to give you something when you really need help? Are they going to laugh at you? If they're going to laugh at you, you don't want those peers around you anyway. So the peers that you are not going to actually laugh at you are the ones that are going to help you when you need them. So the peer pressure, you really need to know who are the peers, why are they affecting you, and why do you value them so much? Why do they matter so much? What have they done for you in your life? Why do they matter? So only if they're worth it, then you take their pressure. But if they're worth it, they're never going to give you any pressure. So only the peer pressure is going to be negative from all of those people who want you to live a certain life so you can make them happy. You don't want those people around you. So this is selective. Like you decide whether this is going to be affecting you or not. Because people are always going to talk something. God has given everybody tongues, but not everybody has brain. So they're going to talk whatever they want, but whatever they talk should not matter you. You only should be able to do what pleases you, what is in your comfort zone, what affects you and your loved ones. Okay? So you should not fall for this. So your task is every time somebody tries to pressurize you for something, you're going to ask yourself, so what? So what if I don't listen to them? So what if I actually do what I want and not follow? So what's going to happen? Is there going to be an earth? Okay, now let's move on to our favorite henna hair dye part. So you're going to make a beautiful brunette tone in this lovely winter with a hint of brown shade in it. So a lot of people they don't use henna because they don't want that orange color because usually the henna hair dye doesn't work properly and they don't want that orange color in their hair. So this is what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to try this because I recently tried it again and again and it worked out just as perfect. So I want you to try this at least one time, maybe this weekend, okay? So what you do is you're going to take 2 cups of water. I'm telling you approximations. So take 2 cups of water in a pan and you're going to put half or 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds in it. It's called saunf in Urdu. Fennel seeds in it and 1 teaspoon, and you're going to add um, a tea bag of tea, and you're going to after it boils, you're going to let it boil, let it simmer on low heat for about good 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, and you're going to prepare the liquid of this henna mixture because this is the key to getting the right color. So you take water, you add fennel seeds in it, and a tea bag of tea, and you boil it for 15 minutes and about when 60% of the water is remaining, you're going to take that and mix it with 1 cup of, or take, this is approximation. So make a nice paste of henna and mix it with henna powder and also add 1 teaspoon of or 1 tablespoon of coconut oil in it because henna is dry and it gets your hair dried. So you want coconut oil to retain the moisture, natural moisture, and give shine to your hair. So add coconut oil in that powdered henna and make a paste of this using the liquid hot mixture that we made with tea bag. And you're going to use it. Now, this is the other key. You're going to use the hot boiling, not really boiling, let it cool down a little bit. And you're going to use the hot water to mix the henna. Okay, and you're going to mix it, make a nice paste. And now you have henna in there, coconut oil in there, and the liquid that we made with the tea bag. Mix it, let it sit for like 10 minutes or 15 minutes. And then once it cools down, you apply to your hair. Leave it there for 3 to 4 hours. You can also use a hair dryer because sometimes it starts dripping, which always it does when I put it on. So you have to dry it using a hair dryer 3-4 times as needed. And if the paste is not too thin, it wouldn't drip as much. So, and you can also cover it with a plastic bag or a shopper bag so it doesn't fall anywhere else in your house. And after 3 to 4 hours, you wash it normally with a shampoo and a conditioner, and you are going to love the hair color. One thing a lot of my friends told me, a hair color came out differently on their hair. So you must know just how our skin is porous and textured different ways. Everybody has different skin tone. So the even the makeup comes out differently on different skins. So the hair color is also going to come out differently on different hair. So it really matters what's the texture of your hair, what's the color of your hair, and how thick is your hair. And then the color is going to vary. But no matter how you do it, whatever your texture is, I love the hair color that comes out using this mixture. If you are a henna lover, or would you want to try a little different shade other than bronze, you must try this. You're going to love it, and it's really good for your hair. And the fennel seeds we added are going to nourish and shine your hair, and you're going to love it. Do try it and tell me how it went. Okay, so till then, we're going to see you in next class, class number 7, where I'm going to tell you some super nice secrets about weight loss and health maintenance. All right, till then, take care and goodbye from Maryam Khawaja.